All right, let's jump right into a really powerful story. It's all about mentorship, transformation, and how one person's actions can literally change hundreds of lives.
Think about this quote for a second. It's the whole spark for the story we're about to unpack. The idea that knowledge isn't something you just keep for yourself. You have a responsibility to pass it on. So, our story kicks off in France, and I want you to meet Sandro Cruz. This guy's a huge success. He built a 7-figure business distributing luxury Cuban goods. He's got everything he could ever want, but there's this nagging feeling he just can't shake. He feels like he owes an unpaid debt to the mentor who basically saved him years ago. And this was the promise Dantes made to his mentor. It wasn't about paying him back. It was about paying it forward. He had to find someone else with raw talent but no direction, his own Dantes, and give them the same kind of life-changing guidance he received.
And just so you know, this entire incredible journey we're exploring today is pulled straight from the pages of the book Coach Habanos by Sandro Cruz. It's all driven by that one simple promise.
So Dantes packs his bags and heads to Havana. He's on a mission. And right there, on the famous Malecón seawall, a moment of deep crisis is about to slam right into a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
And this is the man he finds, Sandro. He's a walking, talking encyclopedia of Cuban cigars and rum. You've never met anyone more passionate or intelligent about his craft. And yet, he can barely feed his family. He's hit rock bottom, drowning in knowledge but with no idea how to make a living from it. And here's the heart of Sandro's problem, laid out plain and simple. On one hand, he had all the right stuff, unbelievable knowledge, crazy high standards. But on the other hand, he was missing the pieces that actually make it all work. He had no system, no perspective, and, you guessed it, no mentor. The moment Dantes meets Sandro, he just hits the nail on the head with this perfect analogy. He tells him, you've got this incredible, high-performance engine, but you've got absolutely no fuel to make it go anywhere. So, this is where the real work begins. Dantes doesn't just hand him a business plan. No, he triggers this fundamental shift, a complete rewiring of how Sandro sees himself and the value he offers to the world. The tool he uses is this amazing Japanese concept called ikigai. It's all about finding your reason for being. It's that sweet spot right where your passion, your skills, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for all overlap. It's the map Dantes gives Sandro to find his way. So how do you find it? Well, Dantes has him answer 4 key questions. What do you absolutely love doing? What are you genuinely great at? What is something the world is actually crying out for? And finally, what can you be paid for? Right where those 4 circles meet, that's where you find your purpose. And for Sandro, wow, this was a total game changer. He had this huge realization. He wasn't just selling cigars. He was selling trust. He was selling an authentic Cuban experience that tourists were desperate to find. He wasn't a product peddler. He was a cultural guide. That was his ikigai. So he finds his purpose. Everything should be smooth sailing now, right? Well, not so fast. Because as you know, success often brings its own, much bigger problems. And this is the question that nearly broke him. It's one thing to have a great idea, but scaling that vision without it all falling apart, that's a whole different challenge. And just like that, it all started to unravel. He makes a bad hire who cuts corners. Suddenly, clients are complaining, logistics are a mess, and that incredible, authentic brand he fought so hard to build is about to go up in smoke. It's through this painful crisis that Sandro learns one of the most important lessons in leadership, maybe in life. Excellence isn't just a rule you make up. It's a culture. It's something you have to live and breathe and teach to every single person on your team. And this right here is where the story truly comes full circle. Sandro survives his trial by fire, and he comes out the other side with more than just a successful business. He now has a blueprint, a system that can be replicated to create success for others. He boils down everything he learned the hard way into this simple, powerful system called the STEP framework. First, you systematize your knowledge. Then you teach it. Then you execute it with excellence. And then, the most important part, you propagate it. You multiply that success by teaching others to do the same. And look, this isn't just a nice idea on a slide. That one system, born from a single chat on the Malecón, has now directly changed the lives of 347 families. And if you want to talk about impact, get a load of this. The network of people he's mentored, who are now mentoring others in turn, generates over 2 million euros every single month. That is the multiplying power of mentorship in action.
And again, this whole inspiring, detailed story of paying it forward is captured beautifully in the book Coach Habanos by Sandro Cruz. So, if any of this resonates with you, if you want to dive deeper into this journey and find your own inspiration, you can grab the book. It's available right now on Amazon.
Which really just leaves us with one final powerful question to think about. This story shows us it's not just about what you can achieve for yourself, but about who you can lift up along the way. So, what is the legacy that you are going to choose to build?